Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, we've got tons to go through in this video. We got the new Call of the Arbiter episode just released. We're going to go through the promo code for that. So spoilers come in later in this video. The new episode was about Arbiter and kind of like her past experiences, I guess, and why she's brought together the 4 starter champions. I won't give you too many spoilers about the episode, but it was a good one. Again, feels like they're too short, but the actual premise behind this is cool. Just not enough. Like, at least need 3 times the length to get the sort of detail away, I think. But it's been pretty cool so far. So we're going to go through the promo code. I do have a spoiler clip for next week's episode. We're going to watch that as well. There's also some really cool updates we've just done on hellhades.com. So I'm going to go through some of those. And there's some new stuff that's been launched in this patch, which we've not seen yet. So for the Krakens out there, for the long-standing players like myself, I'm able now to, because I've completed my Great Haul, spend these medals on chests for new gear. And it's basically, okay, I didn't actually know what was going to be in here. It looks like it's basically the equivalent of a gold 5 arena chest with a bunch of 5-star gear, which nobody will need at this stage. But I guess there's a chance to get 6-star. Does it tell us here? No, yeah, it's basically the equivalent of a gold 5 arena chest, but without the gems and that type of stuff. I guess without the shards as well, but until we get the data mine, I can't give you full details on that. The changes have gone live around gear sets. So if you were around for Saf's video, probably, I don't know, maybe a month ago or something, he was saying some champions with multi-hits, like an Uko here, doing double hit, was actually getting a better chance to stun than somebody with a single hit ability. And there were certain champions that really favored from this. As of today, that's no longer a thing. You will see probably about a 50% stun rate compared to what you used to with Mighty Uko, which is a massive change, honestly. It's a massive change. So we might start seeing Uko's gear sets change potentially, but perhaps not. Just will slightly be a less effective champion. But there'll be a bunch of others where we were kind of taking advantage of that, and it won't happen anymore. They fixed it. Saf's becoming the bug reporter now, for good and for bad, but it is what it is. You've got to kind of take the smooth with the bad, I guess. Okay, let's get on to a couple of things. No, in fact, let's do the sneak peek of episode 6 of Call of the Arbiter here. See what we've got. Jizzo making an appearance. Looks like he's getting into fisticuffs with
Why would I trust a human?
Galek. Okay. Jizzo coming in. I don't know. Again, I don't want to drop too many spoilers for this week's, but it was cool to see some different characters, right? It was cool to see some of the different characters coming in to the episode, even if they were a little bit in the background. I'm enjoying it. Right, let's get on to hellhades.com and a couple of things we've added here. So let's start, I guess, where I just was. You can literally hover over Raid Shadow Legends, go into Artifact tier list. We've updated the tier lists now to have the new gear sets in, plus all of the changes that have just gone live in this patch. There's a bunch of gear sets that have changed. I've done videos and I've done testing on it. If you want to go and watch my stream from last week, we tested Fury, we tested Frenzy, we tested Curing. Don't know if I even own any Curing. I must own some. But yeah, we tested a few of the different sets. And as a result of that testing and from like general feel, we've updated the tier list. So quite a cool change, actually. Well done to the team. Saf and Never mainly did this, but with obviously our input. But we've now got a tier sort of structure at the top of the page, so you can get a quick glance of where we think different sets fit. If you are strongly disagreeing with something, and you know, we disagreed internally, by the way. You know, I was saying like maybe this should come down a level, and then it's like, well, if that comes down a level, something else has to move. We moved all stuff around, but ultimately, there's probably a good argument to say that some can be moved up a tier, some can be moved down a tier, depending on your feeling about that set. Okay, so bear that in mind. But ultimately, we've now got the new tier list in play, where you can just kind of see it here, and you can go down and get the kind of more detailed version down below in terms of what they do. So that should be a kind of nice quick reference for you. We've also done, this is very, very cool, I think. This is the kind of start of what's to come. But if you want to know a bit more about these champions, obviously you can come to the champion page. This is not new news, but we've done a bit of an update here, both visually and in terms of detail. So we've now got a separate arena section down here. All of the different areas are now rated. Arena, we've kind of switched out the just like offense and defense rating. We didn't think it was that relevant anymore. We've basically now added arena roles. So Duchess, for example, we class as a reviver and somebody that helps you absorb damage. There's a whole bunch of different roles that we've allocated in arena, and then we rate champions based on that. But we're also rating them versus other people that do those roles. So it's a slightly different spin on arena, but we felt that the old system was just too old hat. Doesn't really kind of help us with trying to select the right champions for stuff like live arena anymore. And then we've also got this data now, which is quite cool. So anybody who plays Raid with the optimizer open, so it's going to be PC and Mac players, but if you play Raid with the optimizer open, whilst you're doing live arena, we're now grabbing info, which is fun. Stats are fun. So basically what you can do is you can just grab this drop down and say, right, well, Duchess, for example, what's her pick rate in Silver 3 arena? What's her ban rate? And then if she's in a team, what's her win rate? And we've got that for all champions. There will be a kind of PvP page where actually you get to see a lot more info than that. So champions versus each other, champions that kind of counter other champions, all sorts of stuff like that is going to come to the arena section in the near future based on some of this info that we're grabbing. So should be quite a cool little section, even for the people that just want to kind of understand what's going on. Now, for example, if we want to see, well, how much does Taras and Mariska get picked in the highest level of arena at the moment in the gold section? You could come in here and just be like, right, well, let's have a look. Taras, pick rate 41%. Gold, no one's in gold 2 yet. 41% pick rate in gold 1. And then a 22% ban rate in gold 1. When he does get through, though, he's got a high win percentage. So, yeah, it's a really cool little update here. And we are going to be doing a bit more on the champion page as well. We're going to be revamping soon some of the way skills look as well. And we're also going to be using some of the optimizer data around what gear sets are actually chosen for a different champion. But we don't have that live just yet. The other thing we're going to find now on hellhades.com, and this is something which Saf has been working hard on for us. We've now got dungeon guides. So at the moment, we don't have all of the dungeons done. We've got Dragon here. We've got Minotaur here. I think we've got Clan Boss as well. Maybe it's going to be this one. But we're going to do all of the dungeons, including Potion Keeps, including Hydra, the lot. Basically, all of the different areas of the game. They're going to get a guide that's like this. So here we got the Dragon guide. Bit of a blurb about what the content is about. You can then go into the actual fight that you're doing. So this comes from the stages tool, but you can literally be like, right, stage 20, what stats does the fight have? And then what's very cool as well is you can come in here and see what the different skills are that the dragon will do at this stage. Give you a strategy based on the type of position in the game you're at. So stage 20, we're classing as kind of like late to mid game or mid to late game. Up to stage 25 late game, hard dungeons, end game. So the kind of requirement for what you would do will change in strategy at this point. And it kind of like walks through some good ways to do that, some good kind of like mechanics to bring into the fight. Then you get for the waves this is, and then for the actual boss as well. Talks about some of the things that you should just be aware of if you want to be, well versed in this type of stuff. And then very cool here. So again, this is coming from optimizer data. We're able to also put in the highest rated champions from like our rating, the most popular from optimizer users, and then the most used as well. You can literally be like, right, these are the most used champions on Dragon. These are the most popular champions on Dragon. and these are the highest rated. And then you can also say here, for this particular stage, stage 20, what is the fastest team that we've recorded on the optimizer, and what is the most popular team? These are going to be for dragging a whole bunch of solo farmers. But then you've got the fastest ones here. Pretty cool. As I say, it's live now. Let me just check. It's live for Dark Fae, Minotaur, and Dragon. And then the rest of them are going to be kind of updated over the next week and a half, so that within 2 weeks, we're going to have every single sort of main dungeon or boss in this type of update. I think this is actually brilliant. Like, in terms of taking what we were doing before to the next level. In fact, I'll show you what we've done before, because there's no point being embarrassed about it. This has worked for us so far, but in terms of what we were doing, 3-4 strats and then a video, like, we're taking it up to the next level. Okay, 2 more things then. So we're going to do the promo code. Also, something we've noticed that's been added to the game, which you should be aware of. It doesn't show me here unless I finish it. So let me just finish a fight quick. There's now a stat in the game, which is turn count. Now, turn count's always been there, but they're now counting your turn count on fights. And we believe there's going to be tournaments that are coming up in the future based on people trying, like, going head to head around turn count. This is really one of the things that they could do or should do for, like, a clan v clan fight, rather than, who can whale out the most on resources. Actually having clans up against each other in a battle, and you choose from your clan who's going to be your dragon participant, who's going to be your ice golem. This could be a mechanic they can use. Speed is difficult for them to use because different devices operate quicker. PCs generally quicker than phones, etc. So people use different frame rates, all that type of stuff. But turn count, I mean, I don't love it as a mechanic, but at least it can't be hacked. You can use fun mechanics to beat it, like counterattack doesn't count as a turn and stuff, but you can't really hack a turn count as far as I'm aware. I'm not the best hacker on the planet, I'll be honest, but as far as I'm aware, you can't. But this is now going to be saved as best and whatever. So all I would say is get ready for it, because you're probably going to be needing to start to think about teams which have less turns if you want to compete in kind of like upcoming tournaments and stuff that they're going to do. Right, lastly then, let's get onto this promo code. Everyone's so mad. They're like, hell, Hades, you've kept us on so long. Yeah, I have. Right, so as far as I'm aware, this one, I thought it might be Memories at first based on the episode, but I think it's actually Destiny. Yeah, here we go, Destiny. Let's see what we get this week. An epic tome, some energy, and some silver. Nice. Again, I get loads of comments about this. If you are a mobile user, I think it's iOS, I'll put a link down below that you have to go to a website to do it. I don't know why they've done that, honestly. There must be some problems with iOS, but it's so annoying. Like, I play my free-to-play on my iPad. It's so annoying to not just have the promo code buttons and stuff in the game. Going to an external website. I know it's only a minute of your day, but it's so annoying. Anyway, there you go, guys. Up in hell, Hades. I'll see you later.